Hi everyone, I am finally doing my makeup collection video today. I've been putting it off for a long time because this is actually a temporary bedroom setup we've got going on here. We've got a bigger bedroom next door that we want to redecorate and move into, but we're just not getting around to it. So my makeup setup isn't exactly how I want it at the moment, but I thought let me film it anyway and you can see what my current situation is. So this, sorry about this on the wall. We've got problems with damp we're sorting out, hence needing to move into a new bedroom. But this is my current setup with the dressing table and just a few bits underneath it as well. The dressing table itself is from IKEA. I think it's sort of massive on the blogging, Pinterest, YouTube world. A lot of people have it's their Hems, I think you pronounce it. It's only £135, which actually for the quality I'm really impressed with. It's really sturdy. It's really heavy even without anything in it. So if you're gonna assemble it, I recommend you assemble it in the room that you plan to keep it in, because that was heavy to move. Anyway, so that's the overview. So we'll go into a little bit more detail. So on this side, I just keep a few bits of my costume jewellery and my brushes in pots. This is from Oliver Bonus, gorgeous copper thing with the marble base, and I just keep sort of my most worn costume jewellery on there. I keep my fun jewellery elsewhere. And these pots are from New Look. I love these with the watermelons, flamingos and palm trees, and I keep all my brushes in here. So these are my eye brushes and these are both face brushes. A couple of favourites, this one which is from Elf, their studio contouring brush. I do love my Crown blending brush. I've never tried the MAC blending brush, but I haven't even felt the need to because I love this one so much. And I've got quite a few Real Techniques ones as well, as you can see. Oh, and there's me. This is a ring holder where I keep my engagement and wedding ring. This is from Next. And I've got another little ring holder here that I keep sort of my costume rings and a few pairs of earrings on. This is from Urban Outfitters. I think that was a gift. And in this drawer, I basically just keep some kind of beauty accessories that I don't have on display and don't use all the time. So I've got some fake eyelashes from Primark. These ones are amazing. I've got some jewels, face jewels that I wore for SW4, brush cleansers, sharpeners, that kind of thing. This is technically not a makeup item, but it's a little sellotape dispenser that gives you perfect rectangular shaped sellotape, which I use to do winged eyeliner, so couldn't live without that. Moving on to the middle of the desk, I've got some more, what's the word I'm looking for, tools. So this is a little watermelon dish, which I love. Not sure where that's from because it was a present. And this is where I keep all my sponges. As you can see, I'm a big fan of the Real Techniques complexion sponges, but that's a Makeup Revolution one and that's an H&M one, which are okay. They're dirty, as you can see, but I tend to use one per day and then wash them at the end of the week, and that's today's washing day. This is a little pot that I love, but I got that from some independent place, and I keep all my eyeliners in here. Absolute favourite has to be the Makeup Revolution Awesome Double Flick Liquid Liner. It is the best liquid liner that I've tried, especially for someone who's not very skilled at it. As far as pencils go, I do love, if I can find it, this one, which is a By Terry one. It's brown with kind of gold glitter pieces in it, which is beautiful. I actually got that in My Little Box, so that wasn't even, well, technically didn't cost me anything. And here on this tray, which is from Asda, I keep all my foundations and other base products. So I've done a foundation collection video lately, so I won't go into detail, but on this tray I also keep MAC's Fix Plus, Urban Decay setting spray, and the NYX setting spray as well. Love both of those. Urban Decay is by far my favourite though. And I've got a primer here basically because I keep my other primers in a drawer, but this is nearly finished, so I need to keep it upright so I can use it. Not bad, this primer, quite enjoying that. Over on the side here, this is completely dedicated to lip products, this whole tray, so, this whole space. So this is another one of the pots from New Look. It came in a pack of 4. This is where I keep all my lip liners. If I'm going to pick out a couple of favourites, it has to be the Rimmel Exaggerate Lip Liner in East End Snob, which is a massive cult classic, and this, which is from Primark, their PS lip liner, and this is called Dark Pink. It's a gorgeous shade and a really nice formula as well. On the top, I keep all my lipsticks. I'm pretty sure most of my lipsticks are here, apart from perhaps a few that are hanging around in my handbag, but as you can see, I don't have loads and loads and loads. I've slimmed it right down lately, so I'm kind of getting use out of all of them. But I've got my MACs over here, and then basically it goes sort of reds and So reds to deeps and plummies, pinks on this row, and then more sort of nudie colours on the first row here. But yeah, if you want to see a lipstick collection video, I can probably do one. If you're interested, do a comment, because I can probably fit all of those into one video. And then in this tray, which is actually from Ryman's, it's meant to be for stationery, I keep... Top drawer is liquid lipsticks. Absolutely love the Sephora ones. They're the only liquid lipsticks I own personally that don't stink like alcohol or something weird. This is a couple more liquid lipsticks that I couldn't fit in the top, and lip glosses. Do love these NYX butter glosses. I've got another one somewhere, probably in a handbag. And on the bottom is lip pencils and lip crayons. Again, Primark ones are pretty good. There's one at the back there, and I've got NARS, Maybelline. This is a Revlon one, and this is a Clinique one that I actually got free with a magazine. And in the drawer at the bottom is kind of any extra lip products. So I've got a gloss there that didn't fit into the drawers, which is from Kiko. I don't actually wear that very much. I've got lip coat, which I use to set my lipstick, and then I've got tinted lip balms, such as the Benny Balm here, and other lip products, lip balms, lip treatments, that kind of thing. This is from ELF. Not sure about this. I mentioned it in a haul. It's their lip primer and plumper. The primer's not so great. It's basically just like concealer. Oh no, that's the plumper, but that stinks of aniseed, and I'm not sure about using that on my lips. And this, which I had high hopes for, oh god, I can really smell it just opening it up. This is meant to be a primer, but as you can see, it just looks like a concealer, and it makes my lips really dry. So yeah, not a massive fan of that one. So that's that whole section. Here I've got a couple of Benefit sort of packages, if you want to call them that I haven't got around to using all of them yet. So that's Do the Bright Thing, which has got all these bits in. The reason I haven't opened it up yet is because I've got one of these, almost one of these on the go anyway, so I don't want to open them up and have duplicates. Same with this. I've got this out, as you've just seen. I've got this on the go, but these two I'm keeping for when I've run out of the other ones in my full size. This on the edge is just a tray that I use to keep my makeup in, my weekly stuff in. I've mentioned it in my everyday makeup routine that at the end of the week I fill this up with makeup I want to use for the week, so that I try and rotate it all and get use out of it. It's empty now because I'm going to do that tonight because it's Sunday, and this is just from Matalam. Next up, probably my favourite part of the dresser itself is this sort of hidden drawers. They're quite shallow, so there's only certain products you can fit in them. So I have got bronzers and powders in here. So I've only got a couple of, well actually I've got three. I've got three powders. I don't use powder a lot, although I'm starting to use it a bit more lately. This is my most recent purchase powder wise. It's a Max Factor one, and I'm really getting on well with that. You must know about my love for the Hollywood Bronze and Glow from W7. As you can see, the bronzer is actually nearly gone. I've got MAC, I've got my little box one, I've got the Kevyn Aucoin down here. This is just a glitter that I had nowhere else to put. And this is the Sleek Contour Palette, which I haven't actually had much use out of. I kind of used it once for a first impressions video and wasn't hugely impressed by it, but perhaps I'll give that another go. That just sits at the back. Then over here I have primers. So I've got two primers here. This one's way glittery. I'm not really a fan of that. Like this one from MAC, and Dr. Feelgood is one of my all-time favourites. So primers, concealers, Freedom, 17, Benefit, Charlotte Tilbury. I love that one. I've got an eye primer up there, just a mirror there. And then some other eye primers here, which I've got are the Paint Pot in Painterly from MAC, and 3 of the Maybelline Colour Tattoos. I store them upside down like this, both so that I can see the colours, and also because it stops them from drying out so much. And then over in this section here, I've basically got eyebrows and mascaras. Not eyebrows, but eyebrow products. So I've got the W7 Brow Bar. I've actually got 2 of those. I've got a replacement ready to go when this runs out, because I am nearly done. This is from Freedom, not that you can tell because it's rubbed off. A NYX Tame and Frame, I'm loving that at the moment. A L'Oreal pencil. And this is a free sample from Benefit. And mascaras, I really need to get rid of this NARS one. That is well old now, but I'm actually really loving it for every day, so I'm reluctant to give it away. And I've got their Real that I haven't opened yet, that's ready to go. So these are really the main 2 that I'm using at the moment. Both, no, they're not both from Maybelline. That's Maybelline and that's Max Factor. So yeah, that's where I keep all the powders, bronzers, concealers, and basically eyeshadow, primers. Oh, that is the drawer, that's not me. So coming down to under the desk where the lighting gets a bit bad, so I apologise for that. This is a basket that I basically keep empty makeup bags in and other bits of storage that I'm not using at the moment. So this spotty one's from Primark. I've got a couple of cups that I'm not using. I've also got some acrylic storage down there. Oh, by the way, the other acrylic storage with the lipsticks in was from TK Maxx. And in these two bags, I keep all my nail varnishes. I need a massive clear out of these at the moment. There's just so many I don't use, but I've got a molten brown one there, and this little bag was from Primark, but that was a gift. Can't remember where this basket's from actually, but probably somewhere like Asda, Matalan, Wilkinson's maybe even. I don't tend to spend too much on my storage stuff. Moving over here, this is just like a temporary storage that I've got for now because I want to have something that looks a bit more pretty when I move into my other room, but this is from Asda's. So on the top, I keep all my palettes that don't fit into the rest of the drawers. So I've got a couple of Makeup Revolution ones here. I've got my MAC palette that I am building at the moment. I'm really enjoying doing so. Just got a few neutrals in there at the moment. I've got one of my most used, my Urban Decay Vice 3 palette. It's most used because it's just got such a variety of colours in. You can get so many different looks out of that. Number 7 one, which I love. I do have a palette collection up on my channel, which I'll try and link. And this Makeup Revolution one, which I've used a lot in my videos when I've been like applying makeup, especially for the collab ones. So the top drawer is for all my other palettes that do fit in. Stila in the Light, absolute love. Another really good favourite, Fortune Favours the Brave from Makeup Revolution. I've got the chocolate bar one here, a L'Oreal one here, some more Makeup Revolution ones, and some smaller ones as well. I do use all of these. I have recently had a clear out and got rid of ones that I'm just not getting any use out of. The next drawer down is all my single eyeshadows or smaller compacts, like this little one. Oh, if I can get there, from Dior. So like a 4 or 5 shadow compact. This is probably my first ever palette that I bought, and it's had a lot of use, but probably I need to get rid of it. It's been like, I don't know, so many years. Anyway, and so single eyeshadows, shadow sticks, all that kind of thing. I do need to try and get more use out of these because I do tend to reach my palettes mostly. Oh, I've got another little palette there that didn't fit elsewhere. But yeah, I do tend to use my palettes mostly, so I do want to try and get some more use out of these. I don't wear eyeshadow day to day, so I don't tend to put eyeshadows in my weekly makeup basket, but maybe I should start doing that. Next one down is blushes. Blushes are my big love, but again, I think I've managed to keep my collection reasonably compact. These are on the top, these Makeup Revolution ones, because I'm getting so much use out of these at the moment. I've done a review of these on my blog. They're absolutely brilliant. They're very, very pigmented, so maybe not the best for complete beginners, but I absolutely love all of those. But I've got quite a variety in here. This I'm using a lot lately, the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick. That's in the shade Nectar, and I got that as a gift. Absolutely gorgeous. This is another current favourite, MAC in Gingerly. It just suits everybody. Really, really gorgeous warm shade that just sort of warms up the cheeks without adding too much colour. And I can't get it open with one hand, so yeah, we're just going to leave it like that. But yeah, I've got quite a selection from like high-end Hourglass, for example, right down to Makeup Revolution as well. So do love my blusher collection. And finally, in the bottom drawer is a drawer that's got a lot more space for many more products if I feel the need. And this is all my highlighters. I use highlighters every day. Well, if I'm wearing makeup, I do always use them, but I do tend to have like a favourite few that I stick to, which, if I'm honest, is this one, Mary Luminizer, massive, massive cult classic, but a gorgeous, oh, sorry. I want to get it open so I can show you. A gorgeous goldy champagne colour. Another favourite is this from Makeup Revolution. It's their Radiant Lights in X House. That's an alternative if you're into more of the pinky colours, and that is a lot more subtle, so I tend to use that more often day to day. And this one from Benefit is another one I've had quite recently, and that was a gift, and it's their What's Up, and this is in a different formula. This has almost got like a bronzy tone to it, so that is going to be even more gorgeous in the summer. But there's a few others there that I use as well. All-time favourites used to be these Benefit ones. I've got so many little sample size ones of them, but I tend to use them less often nowadays. And finally, this little pot over here, or pot, this little thing over here is something, I can't remember where this came from, the actual, what do you call it, case, but extra things in here that just don't fit elsewhere. I've got some more false eyelashes, I've got some false nails, I've got some nail glue, and I've got some nail decals as well. So this is just basically where all the little extra bits go that I can't fit anywhere else. So that is my complete makeup collection and storage. That is literally everything I own makeup wise, other than the few like odd lipsticks that might be hanging around in my handbag right now. So I hope you've enjoyed it. If there's any questions you have about where anything's from, or if you've got any requests about little individual collections that you want me to go through as a separate video, then do let me know in the comments down below. But otherwise, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.